Hello everyone. This video will explain the process of encoding a binary code using Hamming code. So let's see the procedure. It is a three-step process. So the first step is to identify or calculate the number of parity bits. So the number of parity bits usually depends on the number of information bits, and let us assume the number of information bit is x and the number of parity bit is p. So the number of parity bit is determined using this formula 2 power p greater than or equal to x plus p plus 1. So if we have an information bit or binary code with 4 bits, then the value of p can be calculated by trial and error method. So let us start with p equal to 1. Let us say a parity base bit is 1. So we can implement or try with 1. 2 power 1 will be greater than or equal to 4 plus 1 plus 1, which is 2. This is not equal to or not greater than 6. So this will not be true. So for the next assumption, we can have p equal to 2. So it will be 2 power 2, which should be greater than or equal to 4 plus 2 plus 1. But the result is 4 greater than or equal to 7, which is also not true. For the next one, it will be, let us take it as p equal to 3. So which will be 2 power 3 greater than or equal to 4 plus 3 plus 1, which gives an answer 8, which is equal to the other part. So this seems right. So for an information bit of 4, the parity bit will be 3 bits. Okay. So the next step is to identify the location of parity bits in the code. So let us assume the same with the 4 information bits, and it will have 3 parity bits. So the Hamming code will have a total of 7 bits. So this 7 bits can be named like this: D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. So the formula to calculate the location of parity bit is 2 power n. So we should start with 2 power 0. So if 2 power 0 is 1, so the first parity bit will be in position D1. And for the next, it is 2 power 1. So the next parity bit should be placed at D2, and it is named as P2. And for the next one, it is 2 power 2. So it will be 4. So the last or the final parity bit has to be placed in bit D4. So this 7 bits is now reframed like this. So the bits D1 is renamed as P1, which is the parity bit, and D2 as P2 and D4 as P4. So the last and final step is assigning values to the parity bits. Okay. So let us have a table like this. This corresponds to 5 different columns or rows. Sorry. So the bit designation will be nothing but the one which we had in the previous step: P1, P2, D3, P4, D5, D6, and D7. The next one is bit location, which is the bits D1 to D7, and the binary location of each bit location. For 1 it will be 001, and for 2 it is 010, and so on. It extends up to 7, right? So from this we have to calculate the values of parity bits P1, P2 and P4. So P1 should check bit locations 1, 3, 5 and 7 and assigns P1 according to odd or even parity. While framing a Hamming code, we will have an assumption as either odd parity or even parity. So once we want to finalize or fix the value of P1, we have to check the bit locations P1, 1, 3, 5 and 7. Why? Because this has 1 in the LSB bits. So this is the reason why we are checking all these 1, 3, 5, 7 bit locations for calculating P1. So it has to satisfy either odd parity or even parity, which is assumed to satisfy the condition, and then the finalized parity bit can be calculated. And for the next P2, we have to check the locations 2, 3, 6 and 7. So it will be like this because it has ones in the bit, the center bit between LSB and MSB. So for P2, we have to check the bit locations 2, 3, 6 and 7. And for P4, we have to check the locations, bit locations 4, 5, 6 and 7, which has 1 in the MSB bits, right? So this is the procedure for encoding a message using Hamming code. So let us solve a problem for better understanding. Let us take the problem as encode the binary word 1011 using Hamming code, and here we assume even parity. So the first step is the number of parity bits, and we can calculate with the formula 2 power p greater than or equal to x plus p plus 1. So let us take p equal to 1, which will not satisfy the condition. So, and next we go for p equal to 2. This also doesn't satisfy the condition. So for 3 it will be equal. So the condition is satisfied. So for the information bit, 4 information bits, number of parity bits should be 3. For the next step is identifying the location of parity bits in the code. So for the information, 4 information bits and 3 parity bits, the Hamming code will be 7 bits. Then the bit is D1 to D7, and for we have to calculate the positions, and for this we use the formula 2 power n. So it will be P1, P2 and P4. So the bit locations is reframed to P1, P2, D3, P4, D5, D6 and D7. So the next third step is assigning values to parity bits. So the table is framed. This is the bit designation and the bit location followed by the binary location number of the corresponding bit location. Now we can place the information bits in the corresponding bit positions. It is for the D3, D5, D6 and D7. So now we have to calculate the parity bits. So for P1, we have to check bit locations 1, 3, 5 and 7 such that it should have ones satisfying even parity. So since we are calculating for P1, we have to take the bits 3, 5 and 7 with bit locations. So in D3 we have a 1 and D5 also 1, D7 also has ones. So when we take into account, we have 3 ones here. So to satisfy even parity, we should place a 1 in P1. So if we place a 1 there, we can have 4 ones which satisfy even parity condition. So this is for P1. And for P2, we have to check bit locations 3, 6 and 7. So it has 2 ones. So to have or satisfy the condition even parity, P2 must be 0. Right? And for P3, the bit locations 5, 6 and 7 has to be checked, and here we have 2 ones there, and to satisfy even parity we have to place a 0 in case of P4. So finally the 7-bit Hamming code for the binary word 1011 will be 1010101. Thank you.